This is massive. The Phoenix Suns are in crisis. Major changes are coming for the Suns, with one of them being trading Kevin Durant. And according to an NBA insider, he recently reported that the Knicks will have serious interest in Kevin Durant this offseason. But what will determine whether they trade for Kevin Durant or not will be how they do in the postseason. And if they end up trading for Durant, it's going to cost them a core player, a player they recently traded for. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. But before we get started, about 52% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications on as well too. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. Major update on the Knicks trade plans for Kevin Durant. A few weeks ago, Shams of ESPN revealed that the Knicks tried to trade for Kevin Durant at the trade deadline. Now, obviously, that didn't happen. But as soon as that was announced, the reports about Kevin Durant coming to the Knicks could not be stopped. And now, NBA insider with the New York Post, Steph Bondy, is adding more gas to that fire by reporting the following information. Shout out to the Run It Back podcast on the app X for giving us the following information. Recently, they had NBA insider with the New York Post, Steph Bondy, on their show, and they asked him a lot of questions. One of the questions they asked him was about Kevin Durant and the Knicks potentially trading for him. And according to their official account on the app X, they state the following. Kevin Durant is on New York's radar, says Knicks reporter Steph Bondy. It all depends on what happens in the playoffs. Now, you guys know me. I was not satisfied by this one sentence. So I looked into this a little bit further, and I got the following information from Steph Bondy regarding the Knicks and their trade plans for Kevin Durant. Shout out to the Runback host, Michelle Bedell, for asking Steph Bondy the following question. According to her, the Kevin Durant stuff has already begun. I think there's like a half dozen teams. It seems to be adding one each day about where he could possibly end up. I've heard a couple of murmurs about possibly the Knicks. Is that something you could see happening? And Steph Bondy did not hold back. He gave us the following response to that question. According to Bondy, it all depends on what happens in the playoffs. Mikal Bridges, they traded 5 first-round picks to get him. If for whatever reason, they bomb in the playoffs, and Mikal Bridges, he's up for a contract extension after this season. If they decide that's not the direction they want to go in, then I could see movement towards a player like Kevin Durant. But if they are having an encouraging playoffs and they see this headed in the right direction, then they are going to stick with what they have right now because they built this for the long haul. All of these players that are part of the core of this team are in their mid to late 20s, so they all are in the same window. If you incorporate somebody like Kevin Durant into the mix, now all of a sudden, you're blowing up this window that you purposely made with this team. A lot of it will depend on the playoffs, but Kevin Durant is out there. I was talking to somebody the other night when the Phoenix Suns were at the Garden. They expect to have offers from multiple teams for Kevin Durant. We'll see if the Knicks are one of those teams. I'm not surprised at this at all. Initially, when Shams reported it, I was shocked, given our assets, and I didn't understand how or why the Knicks would target Kevin Durant or how they would be able to get him on this team. But after hearing all of this, I knew that it was likely they would pick up conversations for Durant this offseason. But this report by Steph Bondy just confirms it. But honestly, the more surprising thing here is that if the Knicks are looking to trade for Kevin Durant this offseason, then they're likely going to have to trade Mikal Bridges in order to get that deal done. For me, that was one of the main takeaways I got from this report. Yes, obviously, the Knicks have interest in Kevin Durant. They have had interest in trading for him since the trade deadline. They were not able to get a deal done then. But that doesn't mean this offseason they're not going to pick up conversations again. And if they do, it's likely Mikal Bridges will be part of those conversations. Now, again, it all depends on what happens in the postseason. The Knicks trading for Kevin Durant is not a guarantee. Steph Bondy basically said that. However, if in the postseason the Knicks are this close to winning, but they lose, and they believe the reason they lost is because they didn't have a player like Kevin Durant. If that's the case, and they believe they are 1 KD away from winning a championship, then this offseason, major changes are coming. And one of those changes is going to be the Knicks trading for Kevin Durant. And the craziest part about all of that is it's likely that Mikal Bridges will be the main piece of that trade if New York wants to get Kevin Durant on this team. Talk about full circle moment. If that trade happens, Mikal would go right back to Phoenix, where it all started for him. That would be absolutely insane. Now, in my opinion, do I think this trade would happen if it was featuring a package including Mikal Bridges? I don't think so. If Kevin Durant is available, there are going to be so many teams around the league that are going to put packages together that are going to beat New York's offer. Beat it in so many ways. One of the teams I'm thinking about right now are the Houston Rockets, because more than anything else, what the Phoenix Suns want the most is first-round picks back. Right now, they are doomed. They've doomed themselves and doomed their future. There is no hope and no coming back from this. The only thing they can do right now is try to reset. And the way you do that is to trade Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets and get your picks back. But before we get back to the show, I want to give a special thanks to our sponsor, MyBookie. The Masters are back. The iconic golf tournament is finally here, and MyBookie has you covered to cash in on every swing, every upset, and every Sunday charge. MyBookie gives you so many opportunities to hit on long shot bombs, matchups, and even live betting opportunities. But wait, UFC 314 is also this weekend. Do you have a read on Volk versus Diego? MyBookie will make sure that if there's an edge, you'll find it. And if you're new to MyBookie, man, do I have an offer for you. Deposit any amount from $50 up to $2,000 and get half matched instantly by using promo code MM50. No waiting. You don't need to bet to get the money. Just bonus cash available right away. Whether the Masters are your thing or you have a really good read on Michael Chandler, MyBookie has you covered to take advantage of every single result. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. And now, let's get back to the show. I also want to mention what NBA insider Evan Cedardy said regarding the Suns and their future. According to him, massive changes are in store this offseason for the Phoenix Suns, who have officially been eliminated from postseason contention. For the Suns, their summer has started early. And according to Brian Windhorst of ESPN, the Suns might be forced to accept low value on a Kevin Durant trade, simply to open up more flexibility under the apron. Here's exactly what Windhorst had to say. I'm telling you, they're probably going to have to seriously trade Kevin Durant to get out of jail. A nightmare scenario is forming right now for the Phoenix Suns. But where other teams see a nightmare, the Knicks see an opportunity. And I'll tell you one thing. If the Suns are going to trade Kevin Durant for a low cost, you can put Leon Rose and the Knicks at the top of that list. Leon Rose getting a superstar like Kevin Durant for an extremely low cost. That is music to Leon Rose's ears. That's exactly what he wants to do. He already knows he has given up significant assets to build this current team. So obviously, he does not want to give up even more assets to get another superstar on this roster. However, if he can get that superstar who's now priced at a very, very low value, then maybe that changes things. Maybe that changes things for the Knicks and their plans moving forward. Because again, the postseason is going to tell them everything. If they were very good, but they needed another scorer, somebody who was very efficient and could get to the line and attack, and they believe that player is Kevin Durant, they are making another massive trade happen this offseason. A number of NBA insiders have already confirmed that. But now we have Steph Bondy with the New York Post confirming it as well, too. I quote, "It all depends on what happens in the playoffs. But as of right now, Kevin Durant is on New York's radar. Are we closer to a championship now, or if we make that trade for KD? Depending on what the answer to that question is, that will determine what the Knicks do in the future. Will they trade for Durant, or will they not trade for Durant? That's anybody's guess. But at this point, it's clear. One of the top teams interested in Kevin Durant is the New York Knicks. But what about you guys? What do you think about the following reports indicating that Kevin Durant is currently on New York's radar? But here's the craziest thing. If the Knicks want to trade for Kevin Durant, they're likely going to have to include Mikal Bridges in that deal. Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.